Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. Well, it's 2018. Do you feel different? Maybe have a hangover? I don't, because I stayed home and really contemplated how I was going to start my new year. Now, it's just another day, but we have every day, every moment to change our lives. It's not a year. It's not a few months from now. It's today. Did you write down, I am and all that you are? Did you then write down, I have, and write all the things that you have? I did an exercise with you. And then did you write down all of the things you're going to do every single day? I will meditate every day. I will exercise every day in some format. I will eat healthy every day. I will be kind every day. I will catch myself if negative thoughts come in and make better choices. I will be compassionate towards others. I will be kind to myself. I will not limit my thoughts or my actions. I will take action every day toward what's truly important in life. What is important to you? It's not about our money or our stock prices or our lottery tickets or our businesses. It's really about what we do in this lifetime and how we function on all levels when we're performing these things. Your intentions. Do you have compassion? Are you enjoying life? Are you having fun? Or are you just constantly living in the moment to get to someplace else? It's time to live in the moment, just to be in the moment. It's time to understand that this is all one big play. And we are here to experience all kinds of wonderful things, all kinds of challenges. Don't take it too seriously. I always think about people like, oh, so-and-so died, and everyone's, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, aren't we all saying how miserable we are here? And then when somebody dies, we're sorry. It's sort of crazy, isn't it? Oh, that's horrible. Wait a minute. I thought we were all here saying that this is the tough part. It doesn't have to be anymore. You can be in the new earth right now. It's already happened. We're making some huge adjustments. It's going to continue to accelerate. It already is. Manifesting is happening like that. If you want to believe that, well, that my world is a fantasy world and you don't want to come to that world, you can stay in one that's miserable. If you want to believe that my fantasy world is real, yours can be too, because you can create whatever reality you want for real. You can actually have the abundance. You can actually have the wealth and the health and the joy and the positive, beautiful, loving relationships for real in your reality. And you can step into that anytime you want. You see, someone asked me why, here was the question, why don't we believe? Well, I'm going to tell you why we don't believe. It has been rooted in the human species forever, because the humans have been used since the beginning of time. Why? Because we have functioned as workers. We function as workers on this planet. And then when the ego became, well, dominant in the human species, those with the egos who found themselves wanting control would use the belief systems to control others. So those egos would convince others that they had to do certain things, that being wealthy was bad, that only pious people, right, were good, and that, you couldn't possibly be rich and go to heaven. And all the other things, working hard is good. That is the way. Work hard and save. right? All give to the church all of the things that the government and the big structures, some religions, and anybody in power, even if it's within our own social circles, there's always an ego in some kind of a control position that uses criticism to others who they feel are weaker, which they're actually not weaker at all. They use this to convince these other people that they are less than so that they can control them. So when somebody tells you that you're not good looking, that's their ego trying to get control because they are fearful, they don't feel good about themselves, and they feel like the more they demean you and keep you in that place, the more control they have and the more they raise their status. In their mind, that's how it works. And on the human level, it works for a while until people start to get tired of that and they figure it out. And nobody benefits from that, especially the person trying to control others. That's where it comes from. So it's been handed down, and then the workers all believe this, and they instill it in their children, and then their children, and it goes on, that this is the way we're supposed to function. And those in power and control and the egos want that. They want to keep telling you that. They want to tell you you shouldn't be happy, that you need to suffer and work hard, and then there's some beautiful place you can go or work 30 years for one company, help make them rich so that you can get some gold watch and go on a vacation and die. It's always some other ego, control ego out there trying to demean you, including criticism that this channel gets for being too positive, because that's an ego trying to control and say, doesn't want other people to think too positive, because it would mean that they have to come out of their world of struggle and trying to make money and whatever it is, and they can't stand the fact that there could be power in what I am showing you. That I'm pulling those veils off and showing you that none of that was true. None of it was true. It only worked that way because we all believed it for centuries. We believed it. It's not true. Every single person has the equal power to manifest whatever they want. They have the ability to manifest suffering, believe the ego, listen to the ego, and create that kind of world, and equal power to create unlimited abundance and joy. It's all the free will and choice. And what's happening now is we're being aware of free will. We're becoming so aware that we have that power, and that free will isn't free will with something else making decisions. It's free will, us making decisions. And that's why the word co-create is used so much. To me, it's not co-creating. Manifestation is bringing into particle what already exists. It's already created. Every situation, every time, every reality, and those can be switched out at any point. There are no limits. If you're still stuck in that limiting beliefs, know where it's coming from, that the egos that have tried to control humanity for centuries, well, we're shining the light on them and we're not believing it anymore. Those in power, just looking pretty silly right now, don't you think? With their bombs and their whatever ridiculous, negativity they're spewing out. It just, instead of us being upset over it and trying to talk about it, whatever, I think we're starting to take charge and say, wait a minute, we control our reality. Not fighting that. That's just another reality. We don't have to participate in that. Don't battle anything. And everything that you don't believe is coming from this history of being told that you don't have power because the egos want to keep you there. That's how they keep what they believe is power and money and stuff. And they don't get it. They're the ones that don't get it the most. That their control and power comes from the total opposite of what they're doing. And that they could live unbelievable lives without secrecy and lies. And all the garbage that they do and the suffering they bring. They could live the exact same lives without all the negativity, with total joy and abundance and giving and happiness. And instead they don't believe that themselves because they're so deep into that ego. And they truly are the ones that do not wield the power. They can't, because the material world cannot give back to them what you have, that you carry right now, that you know you hold, that they obviously are using in a very low frequency kind of way. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to participate anymore. So, my friend, why don't we believe? Well, that density comes with us. It's part of our DNA. It's part of our energy. And we are awakening now, and we know it's not true, and we're coming out of that fog. In 2018, that veil's lifting, and you're going to see all kinds of things coming out. All the secrets are going to come out. All the truths are going to come out. And even those we won't be sure of. Everything that you've been told wasn't true, right down to who's ever discovered what country and who's ever stepped foot on other countries and who and what we truly are as a species and other species and where they are from and how long they've been here and who's here with us. And if they're evil or not, trust me, if they were, they'd have wiped us out a long time ago. Before we destroy this beautiful planet, they would have gotten rid of us. We're our own worst enemy in that respect, so it's time for us to clean up our act. Stop believing the garbage. It's not true. You are unlimited in your manifesting capabilities. And you cannot interfere with somebody else's free will. You can try whatever you want. They still have their own choice as to how they react and feel and think about every situation. That's the bottom line. And that is their free will. You cannot destroy somebody's power, their energy, or their free will. So, don't bother. Start working on yourself. Start really focusing on what it is you're contributing in this lifetime. Quit looking around everything that you think is going to make you happy. And all this manifesting we try to do, everything, if you're doing it because you think it's going to make you happier, then you're barking up the wrong tree. The happiness is working on this and realizing that that doesn't truly matter, and that when you get in touch with this, thoughts will bring things into your reality. A thought will bring a physical object into your reality. Why? Because it's no longer holding the lack mentality you attach to it, needing it because you think it makes you happy. That is a lack mentality. It's going to make me happy, meaning I don't have it. I'm unhappy without it. When you're totally happy and you don't have anything, that's when you will become abundant beyond your dreams, because you've let go of everything and gotten in touch with your true power, true joy, true manifesting capabilities. Happiness beyond your dreams. Never controlled anymore about the outside world, what it gives you, what it doesn't give you, who's doing what. You won't even care anymore. You'll respect that person's journey, and you're going to stick up for what you know is right. Not to battle it, but to raise the frequency, and this is our new earth. 2018 is here. We have now elevated ourselves. Are you with me? Are you with me? Well, I didn't say it was going to be easy, But I'll tell you what, when you go into that peaceful place, piece of cake. Not going to be doing this anymore, right? You're going to be doing this, but instead of doing it down here, you're going to be already up here. Your feelings won't be all over the place. So your high is going to be pretty high most of the time, and then your lows never go down here. And your highs will be up here, but you're not going to be doing this anymore. It's time. It's time to claim your power, not in an egotistical way. It's time to stop thinking somebody else can give you something that you hold yourself. It's time to realize you're not separate from anything or anybody, that energy is one thing happening, and that you are an expression of that. And don't let us all down, because your decision, your individual choice of how you experience your energy affects all of us. And we all want to go home. I think it's time to go home, don't you? And we can do it here on earth. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Welcome to the new earth, and happy 2018 and beyond. Namaste.